Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good afternoon. So, this painting, look at the sunshine. It makes me so happy. I like to paint outside. Sometimes there is a little bit noise, but the sunshine really brings so much happiness in me. Okay, so this painting, I want to talk about using recycled material, using inexpensive material. So this is a piece of recycled paper, and this is one piece of paper that student did some background drawing, and then class finish, and then didn't write name, and they wanted to give it to me, and I do not want to throw it away, so I use it. The color is a little bit too strong, so I wash it with water, and then dab, 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 dab. It absorbs a lot of the pigment. So now it is relatively light, and if I do some painting, can cover it up, so will be okay. And another thing about using this kind of recycled material, you do not have any pressure, you do not have any stress. Anyway, it's a piece of recycled paper. You do not need to worry about. So a lot of time when you know that it does not matter, it's no big deal, then you have the total courage and freedom, and it usually comes out very good, comes out unexpected. And another thing about it is a piece of white paper is very intimidating, even if a piece of inexpensive white paper, you kind of have a void in your mind. You kind of have a total emptiness. You do not know where to start. In my class, I sometimes discuss with students, and I say, you just put your finger on the paper, give me a point, I will start. Or I put a point on the finger, I put a finger, I put my finger on their paper, you start here. Then we can start. The very first starting point is very intimidating. Do I make any sense? Because this paper is already having a messed up background. So I know what I do. I want to cover it up, right? So I choose that certain place that already has a messed up background. So very first, just do some random and not perfect at all the branches. One big chunk tree and some branches, and then you slowly using different kind of brushes, and use the best, take advantage of each particular kind of brush, particular kind of texture to create something richer and more interesting. Only brush, the thin, round tip, thin outline brush, is good for outline, is good for stroke, but not so good to create that fluffiness. You want that fluffiness. Use the cheapest brush, because it does not absorb a lot of water. It has this very dry, very rough texture, and it's very, very similar to the pine tree, a little bit dried pine tree texture, which works well, works out perfect. So in the middle, I have some tree. These are for the background. So I will not put a lot of attention. The color is light because it's further away, right? And I just put it there. So it creates a sense of background. But you do not want to work too much because you want to work on the things that is the focal point. So the method is more or less the same. You just dab, 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 sometimes dab, sometimes draw, sometimes outline. So your hand movement create different movement, and this movement will express out into different texture. And keep on doing. So we keeps on doing it and working on it. Now we come to the main tree of this main pine tree of it. You can see on the back there is a big cluster of brown, and it does not look very pretty, and it is out of nowhere. So my main purpose is to paint something to cover it up. I cannot totally cover it up, and it's absolutely okay. So the whole idea is to make that to make the tree stands out, and all the background becomes a little bit small noise, becomes something not so recognizable or ignorable. And through doing this, I found this color, this painting mainly is green and brown. And green cannot be too dark, right? Green, the darkest green is just to that level. How to make green stands out, make it more intense, the color. I put blue. As you can see, the top is green. Green is lighter with royal blue, with phthalo blue. The color becomes much darker. And I put on the bottom part. It feels like the sunshine comes from top. So the lighter part has more sunshine, has more light on them. And the lower part, when there is the sunshine is covered by the dense leaf, becomes darker. And then at the very end, add some branches, some very random branches, some dried branches, and add some texture. Some place you feel it's too rounded. You want to show a little bit of the branches, so exaggerate a little bit. And you just keep on. I found doing painting, there is no end. If you do not decide to end yourself, you always find something. And it's very hard. And it's actually even more important to know when to stop, where to stop. And just let it be, let it take its own life. And so at the very end, I put some grass, put some soil, put some little grass to make the background, to make it not suspended, to make the tree not suspended, but on the earth. And dash some splash. Make sure you do not damage your house, your tabletop. And that is it. Moment of truth. Peel off the sticker. All comes out right. I enjoy it. It's an experience of discovering something and give something that is almost no life, a new life. Bye bye, friends. Thank you.